Happening here, an event to support our local Indigenous people and their businesses. November is Native American Heritage Month, and here to tell us about the 11th annual Native Arts Festival and her work is local artist Deborah Spears-Moorhead. Good morning, Deborah.
Good morning. How are you today?
Oh, I'm great. I'm so happy that we can have this chat today. We have lots to get to. We're going to talk about event details coming up in just a moment. But first, I want to talk about your work. And you have some incredible pieces that honor your roots. Tell us about it and how you got started.
I'm a Seekonk Pokanoket Wampanoag person, and I'm a descendant of Massasoit. So when I was growing up, I was always curious as to what happened to the people that looked like me in my neighborhood. So from the time I was old enough to understand and reason, I asked questions about where our tribe was and what happened on the land. And every time I asked questions, no one really answered me. So my grandmother would always tell me to draw the picture of what I wanted to know. So anytime I asked a question, a pencil was put in my hand. I started drawing like 4 or 5 years old. So my whole life I've been making art. Then as I got older, I realized that my art could, be conceptual art. There's an idea behind everything, and I usually try to find the learning curve in the, concept, or put a learning curve in the concept of my paintings. So all those years of doing research brought me to a place where I knew a lot about the land. I knew a lot about the stories of my ancestors, and I always wanted to see the faces of my ancestors or see the faces of the people that looked like me. So what I started doing after college, I started portraying the contemporary Native people. So I have a very large collection of paintings of Eastern Woodland Native people, contemporary. And then from all the work that I did in my graduate work, I ended up writing the book about all the history that and this is the name of my book. It's called Finding Balance by Deborah Spears-Moorhead.
You're sorry to cut you off. You not only found balance, but you found a lot of answers to those questions that you were asking, growing up, and a lot of people look to your art and discover more. And we have questions around this time of year regarding, a Native American, and you've done so much, not only with your own tribe, but you've co-founded a wonderful group of women hand drummers.
Yes, we're called Netikush Singers. That means our sisters. And what we do is we cover the music of the Eastern Woodland Native women hand drum songs. So for the last 30 years, we've been learning Eastern Woodland music and teaching it. We host practices, and Native women come and learn and teach, and from that we do a lot of performances and educate at many places, events, and institutions. So we're constantly out on the road performing as Native American women, and that brought us into doing so many presentations. I realized that knowing that I do all these presentations were already set up, and knowing the stories of the land of the Eastern Woodland people, then it developed into a Native American tourism company that is very site-specific of the places for Eastern Woodland that matter the most to us.
That education through the art and performance is so important. And then, of course, it brings us to the upcoming Native Arts Festival. Tell us about it. When and where should we be attending?
Well, this is such a great event. I love it. Today's my mother's birthday. I think she would have been close to 100 today.
Wow.
No, she'd be like 58 today. And where the Native American annual art show is going to be is at the Towers in Narragansett, and that's where my mother and father met. So that's why I'm always so excited to go to this 11th annual Native American art show. It's going to be at the Towers in Narragansett at 35 Ocean Road. It's from 11 to 4, and and it's Sunday, November 21st. Mask required. There'll be traditional food, music, door prizes, demonstrations, raffles, and kids activities. So we're real excited to have this again and for people to come and see all the native art. It's an incredible art show.
Yeah, very moving. Deborah, thank you so much for all those details. Nice to know the whole family can attend. And thank you again so much for joining us and sharing that special detail about your parents meeting there as well. I love that. Makes it extra special. Don't miss the Native Arts Festival on Sunday at 11 a.m. over at the Towers in Narragansett.